Yeah, this isn't going to be like a min-max type of run through. We'll give. Yeah, her stat distribution is really not great for what they have her. I mean, 19 con is fine, but it's not the stat that you want to pump up to 19. She'd be better off having 19 strength, and then maybe move her charisma up to or swap her charisma to her con, and have her charisma only be like 14 or 13 or whatever. But she really does not need to have 19 constitution. Yeah, I mean, she really would be. You're not wrong. But like, that's part of her story too, is that she's not a paladin because she was brought up with Shaylin. But so we'll put a chain shirt on her. We're still at medium, and I'm not going to heal quite yet. Random encounter, which I think are some like cougars or something.
I see blood.
Whatever. All right.
Do not falter.
Turn off rage. We don't need it.
Serves you right.
Tear them apart. Let the attack commence.
In this game, you are very much correct. Her being an atheist is goofy. But in Wrath of the Righteous, you can be an atheist so long as you're not like a paladin or a cleric or an inquisitor or whatever. And the way that they explain it is that you know that like gods exist or gods, but you view them more as just like powerful entities rather than like worshiping them as deities.
Wow.
And in fact, if you take the atheist religion in Wrath of the Righteous, pretty much all of your interactions with people who worship gods, you could just be like, yeah, they don't give a shit about us. They all suck. And just be like the most smug atheist ever. Which I always find amusing. Oh, I should have healed her. Ah, it's fine, whatever. Alright.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Yes.
That's good enough. She's fine for now. Shouldn't have any problems here, but you never know. The dice gods are...
Else we miss all the fun.
And actually, let's do... Yeah, I mean, it is. She finds the whole, like, Shaylin worship to be, the whole artistic aspect of it to be stupid. Like, if she was, like, if she'd been brought up to be, like, a paladin of, like, Torig or, like, something other that worshipped something other than beauty, it would have been fine. She was changed to Tower Shield Specialist at some point, and her stats were left as they were. Yeah. And again, even as a paladin, though, like, I would still have issues with her setup, mostly because of the 19 con. She really does not need to have 19 con. Even as a paladin, I don't know that you would need 19 con. Like, she's got lots of HP, but, like, at a certain point. You don't need... Yeah, it's not... You're not wrong. It's nice to have.
Trail.
The health buffer is quite good. In the name of the Stag Lord, lawful authority in the Stolen Lands, we demand this week's tax. And some beer. And that pretty wife of yours, Oleg, she should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money. We on our way. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours. You come here, you squeeze us dry, and come... What's going on? Isn't it obvious? Really good dex. She has neither. She's perfectly fine if you respect her as a Yeah. That I don't necessarily disagree. Yeah. Isn't it obvious? These thugs are robbing us honest settlers. They say we're taking some tax for their leader, the Stag Lord. But I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I pay my taxes to Rostov. But Rostov is so far away, and the Stag Lord is so close. And as for you, get out of here before it's too late. This is our land. We own it. Nah. I don't want to kill you, but I'm not going to let you rob him. Just get the fuck out of here. Alright, we'll leave, but what makes you think we won't return in greater numbers? Why would we leave? We've got easy pickings from Rostov right in front of us. We'll rip out your guts and empty your pockets. Just try it. And then I'm gonna eat my words.
They go down!
Stay behind me.
May I see your entrails, please? All I see is blackness.
We can take all of your stuff.
My life is a burden.
Alright, level up. Do rogue. Nope. I want those two. And that. Oh, I want martial weapon proficiency. Okay. Because I can't need to get to kookaries. Something that we're gonna do a lot is go into Alchemist Vivisectionist. Man, her stats are terrible. Guess we'll go with persuasion. Everyone perception, yeah. That's not necessarily... Yeah, I mean, that way you get more decent dice rolls. Yeah, I need that more than persuasion. Yeah, that's a good call. I hate to miss treasure. So long as I don't know that I missed it, it's fine. And then these don't really matter because she's not going to be able to cast anything anyway. So we'll just pick those. Just on the off chance. Grab that. But I don't think with this build she's going to be able to cast anything anyway. Boom.
We should gather our strength.
We'll be fine. Miri's next. Yes. There's a feat that'll... Not without a magic hat, at least. There's a feat. Yeah. Yeah, but like the reason why like most of the builds that I ever found, especially for Kingmaker, was like, yeah, you want to at least take a level of Vivisection. This has nothing to do with the spell casting. It's just for the mutagens and the sneak attack bonus. Which is why I just was like, well, if something were to happen where she could cast a spell, I'll just grab those two because those two usually are okay. Sodas. Yeah, and enlarged person is always generally pretty good. If I remember, that's a ranger. Is that what I'm looking for? Nope. That's what I'm looking for. Gorham, because that's who she worships. And we want a Smilodon. Plus, and we'll grab my favorite. And then Lindsay. Just take another rank and bard. Combat trick, point blank shots. All right. Take that, you scoundrels. But now, the girl got away, a plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came here before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what do we do? If only I could send Svetlana somewhere safe and show these rats what's what. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to make sure you were all right. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry that your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when will they arrive? Who are they? The Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bed bugs in a beggar's hut. And you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return full force in a half day, maybe less. Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly. His henchmen are more like demons than men. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own the land. They come, they take what they want, they steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gates so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. Who knows exactly how many there are? Sometimes there's only 5 or 6, sometimes it's a whole gang. I've shown them what for long ago, if not for... I'd have shown them what's for long ago, if not for Svetlana. claim they're collecting taxes. Why? The Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. The Stag Lord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they get paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes, and they call their executions punishment for treason. Even if those who never swore allegiance to the Stag Lord. They killed fast, and if they're lucky... Or they're killed fast if they're lucky. If not, why don't you start supper while we finish our talk? I have no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know? I've seen what they do to people. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Ox and Dovin from Nissark come to mind. They all like to make a show of their tortures and execution. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. I'll help you. Not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. Well, thanks, I guess. I might even be able to scrap some sort of reward together if you manage to defend the post. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. Maybe there's some tools that can be used for battle. There are pretty solid traps around. Some tar. And a box of alchemist fire, looks like. Alchemist fire? If we put that by the gate and light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. But we could set the whole post on fire. Well, maybe if we cover the walls with something to protect them. Yeah, alright. I think that could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a crossbow back in the day. Want to answer some more questions? I'm afraid they'll come back while we're chatting away. What's to be done? Enough about the bandits. Tell me more about yourselves. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Well, alright. We're just honest people here who came here from Rostov. We fixed up an old fort to house travelers and give merchants a place to trade with the locals. We also deal with the occasional huntsman in the area. What does any of this matter? Those bandits are going to come back and they'll either drain us dry or kill us. I saw someone running out of the trading post. Who was that? Oh, that must have been Bakken. He sells potions. Lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. Stag Lord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. I'd like to see your goods. Don't know what good trading will serve if those bloodsuckers come back and take everything, but have a look. Yeah, because I'm a little taxed here, bud. I got some stuff. We're gonna keep the great axe, though. That can go. That can go. Miri, you can have that for now, just so you have a better chance to hit things. That's for your AC. Just in case you get caught in melee. I'm Bakken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. Well, what's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. I make potions and I sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Restov for these parts, I ended up being a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of the kindness. Help me with the things. They bring me water and firewood when it's cold and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We could use your help. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that your help in the fight. See, they bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg help us get rid of them for good? Alright, I'll show those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me. Maybe even heroic ones. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us, you hear? This is scuffed. I've scuffed it. I've scuffed it real bad. It's fine. Yeah, there we go. Box contains various household and hunting tools. Rubbish seems unlikely to help you in battle. Boo.
Time becomes distance.
There's some disgusting slush in the pot. You don't know what it is. It's unlikely to be helpful. Fine. We'll fight this the hard way.
Step, step, step.
Might as well just hit collect all. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, trade. Fear not, I'll stand between you and this scum. You're under my protection. If Finally, a fight. Was bored with all that talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, please be careful. And please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Go hide inside. We're going to meet our guests. Oh, oh, that was a really good one. Standard action. I didn't forget. I checked the 2 spots for the traps in the tar, and I was not able to use them. Because if I remember correctly, it's like a skill check or something, and if you fail it, it's like a hidden skill check. And if you fail it, they just go, well, it's useless. And you're just like, oh. Oh. We're going to rest after this anyway. Muty up. But that, well, I did talk to him about it though, and it still came up as these are unusable. It was weird. I mean, we'll be fine, but because he did mention it, unless I missed a dialogue option somewhere in there, which is possible. Choose the words. Let's see. Dialogue. Let's check. I might have missed it. Well, I probably missed it then. Eh. Should be fine though. That alchemist fire did the Lord's work, really. This dude's at 1 HP basically, which just leaves this guy and these. Oh, okay. Yeah, I must have missed it then.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Start singing.
Bring it!
I'm gonna be able to charge it.
I always survive.
Thank you for your equipment. We will make good use of it. I've never done that. I've always just let them just be like, yeah, you guys huck it. My general experience with throwing potions in any of these games has always been, well, you did a little bit of damage just because of splash, but you missed. Like, there's for Bakken's quest, there's those, I think it's in his area, there's those swarms or whatever. God. Can I trade with you now? I mean, yeah, it is, especially dealing with like I said, swarms and stuff, but man, I always just have bad experience with it. Like, even with like a character that's like kitted out with dexterity, they're just like, yeah, we rolled like a 2, and I'm like, dice gods, why are you like this? And Bakken taught him a thing or two as well. Even if you fail to hit the roll, it still does 1 damage. You can finish off. Yeah, that is true. You're not wrong. Now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. And I need to dispose of the bodies. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were a more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. Alright, I will just walk slow as mud then until then. What's...
I am yours to
Oh,
command.
that's a const... I would have put Constitution on the belt. Dummy me not checking. Well, I'm glad the fight's all over. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna take...
I'm not mad enough to do it.
Okay, we're gonna save before I break that lock. Oh, it does, really. That's not too bad. The only problem I have with Paladin is that you're stuck to lawful good. Which in this game it bothers me because like being stuck to lawful good isn't necessarily the thing that bothers me, but in this game it bothers me that you can't pick most other alignment choices. It's just like you don't have the correct alignment for this. In Wrath of the Righteous you can, but all the lawful options are just like I don't know, they're kind of insane to me. So I always end up straying towards neutral good as a result and have to use the scroll to reset your alignment. But yeah, Smite Evil is awesome. And I am amused that it works with flasks. That's kind of neat. I did not know that.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Can...
It's just not my lucky day.
Okay. This is why we quick save. Yeah. I mean, especially in this, yeah, you're not wrong.
Applause, please.
I will say that is the one nice thing. Oh, and Mark just... Yeah, having everyone get the Paladin buff, that is really good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Because you have the trolls, and I believe they're almost all exclusively evil. I don't know. I've not done a full playthrough of Kingmaker. I've gotten to roughly the last act of... But then I realized how much I'd botched my kingdom. Like, I could have finished it. But like I hadn't claimed like at least half of the territory that you could claim, and so because I was like, well, why don't I have these advisors? Oh, it's because you have to claim territory to get them, to get their slots to open up. And I'm like, but by that point of that game, I was like, yeah, they're all evil. Yeah. Except, see, the thing about the kobolds and the mites, they're all evil, but I like having them make peace with each other. It's stupid, the first time I played through this game, that's what I did. And ever since then, it's just like every time I have to pick one or kill all of them, I'm like, man. Yeah. Yeah, but like with the Stag Lord and was it Ox and Dovin, like those are the ones you're going to want to use Smite Evil on anyway. Most of the bandits are just kind of nothing burgers. Yeah, yeah. Kobolds and trolls are all evil. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because you have to do the whole Varnhold bit in Act 4. That dungeon is a bear. I was actually surprised I was able to get through it with as few problems as I did. I think that's where I might have stopped. So not quite to the end, because I know that there's a whole bit with Iravetti. I don't remember. I remember the Gavos, because that's when you get Knock Knock. I don't remember the spiders as much. Yeah. Yeah, and even then, like, even when you can't smite evil, you're still basically just a little bit of a lesser fighter with some spells. So you're not terrible. Paladins are pretty much always good, even if they can't smite something. And resistances. Because I'm the main character. Is that everything? Was that everything? I thought I got another pet. Yes, I did. Emotional support panda. Man, I need a emotional support panda. I've got tigers, so... Yes. Yes, they are. Who's got the next worst? I think that's everything. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find that that fog is not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
Anything that requires a will save, and she's... I cannot tell you the number of times she's been feared just to run away, and I'm like, but you're the front line, love. What are you doing? It seems you can only you can see or hear the nymph. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
What do you want?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Stag Lord's responsible for the fog?
Yes, it hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. While responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Alright, I understand.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
I'm sure nothing terrible will ever come from this. Ever.